Hello guys, welcome back to another lovely trading video. In this one we're going to be doing some in-depth stock analysis on Shopify, ticker SHOP. Reason for this is they had released earnings today and their outlook on earnings wasn't that great, or at least for future earnings isn't that great, and as Shopify is considered more of a growth stock instead of value, obviously future growth is important to take into account, and that's why we're seeing it being selling off quite heavy. As we can see, it kind of gapped down from 890 all the way down to around 660, so obviously that's about 25% in 2 days, so it's a big thing to see. But today we're already down around 12%. But the reason we are doing some more analysis on this is it is really at a low risk kind of buying zone, and something we're looking at more long bias ourselves, so it just makes sense to do some analysis on this. So firstly, as always, we tend to use a clean daily chart so we can see where the gaps are, as we can usually use these for price targets. And the first one being around that 890 that we gapped down from around 2 days ago now, and really that is the main gap that we're going to be focusing on. There may be some smaller gaps within here, but again, we only like the very obvious ones because those tends to be the ones where you see big price movements. I guess you got another one actually around $1,000 and $23, but the main one being this 890. So if price does come back up to here, this is going to be one of our targets. But now, more importantly, we've gone to the standard deviation charts, because these are where we're going to be getting our kind of better price targets off, and getting our low risk longs, and where we would be locking in profits. And as we can see today, we came into our first kind of set of low risk longs since earnings that we're going to be looking at, and the first one kind of being around this 693 level. As we can see, that is the second deviation, or it's actually 691, second deviation on the 4 hour. Definitely something we'd be long bias on, and then also 693, which is the third deviation on the daily. So this is heavy support. So even though price today, as we can see, has kind of come and dipped below here, it is something we would expect it to kind of bounce and come back back above. So obviously, yeah, we can see price today, you got the initial bounce off this level, bounced a good amount, come back down, but we would expect it with most likely within the next week to kind of break above and most likely kind of stay above this level. And where would our target be? Because again, this is going to be our low risk long, so this is kind of where we're getting long bias on it. Where would our targets be? Really, the key ones are going to be around 890 to 915. Reason for this is gap fill at 890, and then you got the first deviation at 915. So it's definitely an area we'll be looking to lock in profits, and also you've got the second deviation on the daily. So here we're probably going to lock in quite a heavy amount of profit, if not all. But if we are looking for where we usually do, that is to statistical mean, whichever is the closest, and in this case that's around $1,000 and 125. So that is going to be our kind of final target and our at most extreme. But really, on this, we're looking at it for more of a kind of short-term trade. We'll trade to the $900 mark, and then probably just lock in the profits, and then go on to a different trade instead. What is also good to see on this move further down, obviously we did have a heavy sell-off here. We are moving down now on new earnings, but we are doing this at a divergence, and we're coming into heavy support level, so that does indicate most likely a bounce is soon to come. So really, that is the overall breakdown on Shopify. If it breaks past that kind of $1,200 level, and then we start looking at higher on targets, that we'll make a new video for that, because we'll be looking obviously at new targets and probably need more short price on it. So by then deviations would have moved, so we'll wait to do that one. But overall, those are going to be our key kind of buy areas where we are now. And if it for some reason went down to 470, that would be kind of our next long. But if it pushed down to that low, it would be quite surprising, in all honesty, with targets of around $900. It's going to be the key kind of trade out plan for this. So I hope you enjoyed the video, hope you see you next one, and that's it. Peace.